one part. I just got in my new guitar. Well, I'll show you how many strings it is here in a moment before I start unboxing. But it is from Thomann guitars. Just came in from there. You can tell it's had a long travel, but it came from Frankfurt, Germany. Yep, that's right. My guitar is from a German-built guitar. But just kind of get through this. So I'm gonna do this in stages. So I just pulled her out, and that's the brand I bought. Harley Benton, which is Thomann's actual brand, because Thomann is a factory who builds brands like Jackson, which is the brand I've been using, as well as Ibanez for 22 plus years. They actually build Schecters out of the factory, Legator. I'm trying to think of the other ones, the headless guitars too. Basically a lot of multi-scale strings, guitars, headless guitars and all that. But look at from what that box came in, no damages to this. So I don't want to release what well, here, I'll put it over here because I already know what I got, but that's the model of what I just bought. So a Harley Benton R-458BK FanFret. So that should pretty much tell you what I got. And you can only get these guitars whether you're in Germany through their website, because you're going to get it directly up. And there's my helper. I'll hit her. You helped me get this, didn't you, bud? So you can only get it directly through the factory. I think you can only order directly through the factory. And these guitars are so greatly priced, I tripped when I saw it. But here we go. Pulling off the top. Oh wow. It's a lot better than I thought it'd be. So we'll, looks like, yep, 1/4 inch jack and 2 tools. Right, here she is. An 8-string, black, multi-scale, FanFret, Harley Benton, dual humbucker, and a special fixed bridge where each saddle is its own special bridge. Not like a standard fixed bridge where you have to have each one like that. So, if you don't, in case you're curious on standard fixed or multi-scales, how they work, because I was kind of curious myself, is the top up here till about the thin strings is 27.2 inches, so it's very baritone-y. Obviously the strings aren't strung up, and then because you want very tight, because my one Jackson I have that I just did all the modifications on that you guys saw, it's 26.2 inches or 26.5 inches, and it doesn't get a lot of bend on the treble. So I was like, that's gotta probably go a little bit thinner strings, and on this, just like a standard 25.5 inch scale, so you get the bends that you normally used to. And with the thicker bass strings, you get the dum 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 bends that you're normally used to hearing with like Meshuggah and bands like that. And how I discovered these guitars, because you can't find them in the States, was through SMG Audio, Glen Flickr on YouTube. He's a funny engineer guy, and basically I just saw a bunch of stuff, because this month, if you remember, I was actually going to build my first 8-string. And because I actually stumbled upon this, I picked this up before shipping, $175. Now I'm probably sure you're thinking, wait, that doesn't sound right. I know, I looked at it. There are ones that didn't have the FanFret were $135. With a hard shell case, $215. These, which is having like a custom gig bag with these, the gig bags I'm really shocked were superior. Were like $195, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna buy cases later on, let's see how it works. The only complaint I ever heard about these guitars were, and when I watched some videos where the pickups didn't have a lot of definition. I always replace the tuning pegs, you know, like the hardware and stuff like that, so I really wasn't too concerned. And I would really recommend this for anybody, wanting to pick up a 6-string. Oh no, I'm sorry, not a 6-string, my apologies, a 7-string or even an 8-string, especially multi-scale, because if you look really close, you can see how the frets start, you know, the frets start bending like this and like that. And then, you know, I mean, you're not out that much. I mean, if you're gonna, how A strings and all that are going now, they're almost $500 for their entries, and once you put in, what is it, $100, $125 for an EMG, which I'll even put up the link to the guy I go through on eBay. He's actually said that he would enjoy it that I put it up. It's Don't Tell the Wife guitars, but I don't remember all off the top of my head, but I will put the link up today for all that. He's awesome. He'll work with you, and all the EMG stuff I decided to go to because I've always been a passive guy. By far the best sounding pickups I've used, and I've used Fishman, and I like the EMGs a lot more because I'm going to be putting the 808 set in here for $250, and the Tone Ninjas that I like, they're, I think for the 8-string, they're 65 bucks. So for the price of under an Ibanez guitar, which comes from the same factory these guys build them in, and this is an actual Thomann brand because it's their guitar, but from actually feeling it right now, it does not weigh that much. The neck feels better than any 8-string I've actually ever played. Surprisingly, we'll get the dog in the shot. The neck is straight. So I actually lucked out. Out of all the guitars I have bought from Guitar Center, Musician's Friend, and all that, I literally bought this Thursday morning at 4:30 in the morning. They had it shipped out, and it left Frankfurt Friday, and it just got delivered today at 1, I'd say 1:45. So 5 days to ship from Germany. You can't do any better than that. And after I had to pay almost, it was like $72 for shipping, so it came to like $240 something for the guitar. But you're not going to be able to beat a guitar with this kind of quality. Even the neck feels better than the Ibanez one did, because this has a low D feel, so it almost feels like a old school Wizard neck from the 90s. And you got the new bone nut, which is still from Tusk, but it's just like not their black Tusk XL, but self-lubricating, standard Harley Benton machine heads. Cort is also, if anyone's ever heard of Cort, this is pretty much the factory that made that company pretty big too. And Agile is another company that they make. So if you've heard of any of those and want to get acclimated with that, I highly recommend Harley Benton. Just look up Thomann, and I'll even put the link up for this, and I will do a sound test video, because they're not going to have EMGs. They're just standard soap bar pickups with your, which I like this, your volume and tone knob are way down here, 3-way blade switch. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of writing and tinkering with this bad boy here soon, and it comes with standard F sharp tuning, so it's F sharp, then B, E, A, D, G, B, E. So let me know what everyone thinks, and within the next week or so there'll be probably multiple more videos of me playing this and all that. Well, thanks for stopping by and giving us a try, and check back for more. Later.